All right, so hi guys. Um, I decided to bring you guys in. I know you're wondering what in the hell is all of this. This is my soap cutter, my single wire soap cutter, and this is the first time I've ever had a wire break. And I figured it would be pretty helpful for a lot of us who, for the first time, I've had this thing for almost 5 years, and this is the first time I've ever had to change the wire. So, of course, when it happened, I freaked out. But they did, the company that I bought this from, they're no longer in business. And they did provide me with 2 extra wires. Thank you guys, you're wonderful. Um, so, I didn't have to really fret over that too much. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one away. And we're going to change this wire together. So hopefully, like I said, this video is going to be helpful if any of you encounter a broken wire. Now, as far as on a multi-bar cutter, don't ask me about that. I don't own one. I don't know how that works, but we are going to learn how to do it together on a single wire cutter. So I'll put that away for later. Yeah, I cut a lot of soap, so if my soap cutter is a little too soapy for you, sorry about that. Well, actually, I'm not sorry about that. Sorry that it triggers you. But anyway, so it has this little, I don't know what this is called, this little gold nugget on the end. So it seems pretty straightforward, I'm not gonna lie. So what happened was the loop that is around here with the wire twisted, over time this just wore out from being tightened, untightened, and it just snapped. So from what I can see, there's a hole here, right there. And then you just take this wire, hopefully you guys can see all that I'm doing, and stick it right down in there and pull it through until it is seated. It's a little cavity in there. I'm gonna turn it so I can see, and then I don't have the proper tools to do this. I really don't. So my birthday is in a couple of days, and I told Gabe I wanted some tools for my birthday, and he looked at me like I had lost my mind, but I mean it. Because I got all these tools at work, but I don't have anything at home. So I feel like I'm lost when I'm home and I need tools. Okay, so there's a little slot down in there. I don't know what the camera's picking up, but they made it where the little gold bit seats down in there. So now I'm just going to pull this through. And how I like to, especially when I'm not familiar with how something works, I'll leave it and then just retrace its steps as I'm fixing it, and that's how I learn. So now I'm going to do the same thing. Oh, I think I said it. You just need to unscrew your arm, take it off, obviously. So I'm going to take this piece and get it the hell out of my way. And then we're going to feed this through. And I mean, this is pretty darn straightforward. I don't think it gets any more straightforward than this. I mean, you really don't even need too many tools to do this. So I'm going to take this and like my needle nose and everything. I tell you what happened to my tools. Hope Gabe's not watching this, but he comes and he takes my stuff and then he gets rid of it, and then he doesn't know where his stuff or my stuff is at. So now no one has tools, so we just have to do it. We have to do it by hand. All right, so from what it looked like, all right, yeah, be careful with this wire because this wire gets a little jiggy on you. And I don't want anybody to get popped in the eye. All right, so I'm going to take this and pull it through, and this will give me the opportunity to properly clean my soap cutter since I have it pulled apart and all of that stuff. Okay, and I really would like to have a pair of needle nose because it would help me greatly down here, but I'm not even going to ask Gabriel where they are. I need cutters too. Oh my gosh, I probably should have thought about doing this video, you know, make sure I had all my proper tools before I came and did it. But anywho, so I'm not going to tighten that too much. I'm going to take these old rusty dusty pliers I got here, and I'm going to pull that around a couple of times. Yeah, make sure it's snug, and then we'll go around a couple of times. Please be careful with your eyeballs. All right, I think, oh, it just went on and broke. Okay, so I think I got it going the right way. Okay, so now I feel like I'm missing something. because this is not turning anymore. So let me play around and see what I did, and then I'll bring the camera back. Okay, so it was turning. I just didn't realize it turned so very little. And don't tighten that too much because you'll break it again. But yeah, it tightens it turns so very little that you don't even really notice it. So I'm going to find my needle nose, clean all of this up, and then we'll put it back together. And basically, this is pretty much the end of this video. And then, thank you, Jesus, they gave me enough wire, so if it happens again, I can replace my wire up to 4 more times. So very happy about that. But, yeah, that was pretty simple. And who knows where my needle nose wires are. I just would like to make this a little more snug. Like I said, I didn't really have to cut anything because it broke. It broke on its own. I just wish that I had needle nose so I could make this look a little bit nicer and not get stabbed, you know. But anywho, I'll sort that out. So now, yeah, a new arm. I'm going to clean this up and then we'll put it back together, okay? Okay. Okay, so now that I got everything semi-cleaned up and put back together, so what you need to do is you have your screw, you have a washer, and then you're going to need put it like this, put another washer in between. I hope you guys can see I got the right angle here, there, and then it's kind of, actually I'll do it like this. So I'll stick both my washers here and hopefully I can hold it. It's just the angle is kind of weird. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see everything that I'm doing as I'm doing it, you know. Yeah, that's the fun part. Stick that in there. Oh, yep, that's gonna be fun. I'm trying to get this through. Like, I don't have any tools. That's so obnoxious. Okay, I need something to stick down in there. Yep, that's too big. Excuse the dryer noise. Okay, I'll use this butter knife to push that over. Okay, so that's 1 and 2. Alrighty. So now we're just going to take the nut, screw that on, and that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, that's all to it. There's not a whole lot of science in it, and these are one of those nuts that you got to really, really tighten. So yeah, I'm going to get online as soon as I'm done with this and pick out a beautiful tool set that comes with all the bells and whistles. And I'm putting a lock on it, Gabriel, wherever you are, and if you're watching this video, that way you can't get to my tools, and I'll have them when I need them, because this is ridiculous. What should have really taken me 2 minutes is taking me forever. But anywho, I just figured I'd pop in and show you guys that, because I've not seen a video on how to replace a wire, and I guess I never really looked for one if there is one out, just because I never had to replace it. But thank God, like I said, that they provided enough wire for me to be able to change this 4 more times. Let's make number 5, because they're not in business anymore. So yeah, there's that. But anywho, if you do like this video and you found it helpful and you do have a wire cutter, I'm kind of thinking that the same applies for a multi-wire cutter. I'm not sure. But if you found this helpful, please be sure to give a thumbs up. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. I try to help any way that I can, or anything that I think will be helpful to you all. So on that note, I'm going to go and finish tightening this up, and then we're going to finish cutting this up that I was cutting. All right? All right.